Kathy, you all right? Kathy?
Sorry. I was completely away there.
Are you sure you're ready to do this?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. I was just a bit out of it for a bit.
It's completely understandable what you've been through.
Thank you.
A lot of cards. She must have been very loved.
Yeah, she was. Shall I get you a drink?
Oh, yes, that would be lovely. Just water, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's fine.
How long have you lived here?
Roughly 10 years, actually.
It's a lovely house.
Thank you. So have you spoken to any people, apart from myself?
Just a few.
There you go.
Thank you.
So what's this going to be useful?
We just really want to listen to people's stories, find out the things that have gone wrong and things that have gone right, so that we can learn from those experiences and help staff to work together so that people who are coming to the end of their lives have their wishes carried through.
Well, I'm happy to help however you need me to help.
That's great, thank you, Kathy. Do you mind if I record this, just in case I miss anything?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's good to go. What I'll do as well is I might just ask some questions just to guide you a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe you could just tell me a little bit more about Pippa.
She was great. I mean, she just had a real warmth about her. And, she just really, really...
It's all right, Kathy, just take a moment. It must be difficult for you.
I just haven't spoken about it in a while, so...
No, of course, it's just completely normal. Just take your time.
I think also I get quite angry because I think about the things that went wrong. But I know obviously everyone tried their best, but it's just sometimes you think about all the times when things fell to pieces.
So everything was falling to pieces, but what can you think of a time when things were relatively normal? You said on the phone that Pippa was recording herself on a tablet?
Yeah, it's this one over here.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. It's really beautiful.
Our Pip was quite creative. It was actually someone who suggested that we get one, and Pippa thought it was a good idea, so yeah, we did.
Mummy.
Hi, honey. You alright?
Yeah. Tired.
How was school today?
You know, same mood. Mum, what are you doing with an iPad?
Give it back.
Wait. What do you need an iPad for? This is for young people.
Young people?
Yeah.
Young people.
Yeah. It's not a bad iPad, but you don't need this. You buy yourself an iPad, you don't want to buy me an iPad.
You don't need an iPad.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Nice teeth. Oh, look.
Oh my goodness.
Nice, ain't it?
Oh, wow.
Look at you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's number one. That guy right there is number one. Is that a video?
Yeah, that one. Let's watch it.
What's up?
Oh, Jesus.
This is me
Auntie Kathy,
and my
oh,
What's up? What's
That's
up?
one if you take Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, she's a mess. She's a mess.
Wow.
Me and your mom here.
Oh. Slow-mo.
Oh my gosh. Wowza. Wow, that was good. That was good.
Give it here.
Oh. That's right, okay for you.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I want to make a video.
Pippa recognised well before any of us that the tablet was going to be the best way for her to communicate. But she also saw it as the perfect tool to document what meant the most to her.
You have an iPad and you don't know how to record.
Okay, I don't know. Just teach me.
What do you want to record?
A video for, things I want when I'm dying. You gonna stay?
Nah, I think I'll just go and see Sarah, if that's all right.
Okay. I love you.
Bye, David.
Oh, I didn't see you on Kathy. See you. I love you too.
Bye.
Give me your hand, babe. You get old bones like me now, eh?
Hey. Pippa D doesn't get old love. Did you hear my son?
He's doing really good.
Do you think?
He's doing good. Yeah? He can handle himself. Can. But what about you? That's the main thing.
Fine. Hanging in there.
Yeah?
Yep, just about.
Keep it real.
Alright, I'm ready to do this.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let me hold it off you, honey. There you go.
What a great way of recording someone's wishes.
This was definitely the perfect way for Pippa. And it was really important to her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you with her when she was first diagnosed?
Yeah, I was. It was like being struck with lightning, really.
What the test has confirmed that you got a disease called motor neuron disease.
I thought a GP would handle everything, but it wasn't that easy. I mean, he gave us information as best he could, but it was all just really confusing. Figuring out who to call and what they did, it was such a minefield. I'd often have to take time off work to try and arrange things, but no one would ever ring back.
No, sorry, I actually checked this. It's a number that I've got on the leaflet. Can you just tell me who I need to call? I checked this number. No, oh, excuse me. I checked this number, okay? So you're telling me you have no idea what number I need to call just to get some information from my sister who's been diagnosed with MND? You just don't have a clue. Thank you for nothing.
Finally, I managed to get advice and help from a really good social worker. Once I had the right information, everything became so much easier.
Dr. Shahi, this is my iPad. It's very important to me, okay? So I recorded a video on here of things that I want when I'm dying, and I'd like you to have a look at it. Is that okay?
Once she'd been diagnosed, Pippa's relationship with her GP became much more important to her. He was really interested in the tablet and recorded her wishes into the system. It wasn't until later that we realised not everyone who needed to know Pippa's wishes had access to the information. When we started having trouble coping with day-to-day things, I managed to organise a great home carer. Susan was fantastic. She really understood what made Pippa happy. She never treated her any different, even when her condition deteriorated quickly. And you could tell Pippa thought the world of her.
I laughed at just...
Thinking about this.
Susan was absolutely amazing. I don't know what I would have done without her. And I think for a while everything was okay, but obviously Pippa's condition started getting worse. She had good days and bad days, but communicating with people with MND really helped her, and it gave her a sense of independence.
And that's when you needed some more equipment in the house?
Yeah, Pippa got more frustrated with her condition. We thought, okay, let's get more equipment in to make it easier for her. That's when we had the idea of getting a hoist put in the house.
I can offer you a bed bath. Yeah? But I can't understand what you're saying, darling. Do you want the bed bath, Pippa? I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
What are you doing?
Are you Miss Harrison?
Why are you talking to her like that? She's not stupid. She understands what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to offer her a bed bath.
Where's Susan?
Well, Susan's away on leave, so I've been sent to cover for her.
No one told me Susan's going away. Oh,
Well, I'm sorry you weren't told, but I've been sent round here.
what's the matter, hon? What's wrong, Pips?
She can't use.
You can't use a hoist.
No, I can use a hoist, but I'm just not trained in the hoist, so it's health and safety, okay?
You're saying to me you can't use a hoist for health and safety. No, listen. You're saying to me you can't use a hoist for health and safety. But I've been taking care of my sister, I've been caring for her, I've had no health and safety training, and I'm getting on with it. Hey, no. You're standing there saying to me you can't do it because of health and safety.
Okay, calm down. I understand your frustration, I really do.
No,
I can give her the bed bath.
You don't understand.
I'll make a call, okay?
Can you just call someone? Can you call your manager? Can you just get this sorted?
All right, okay. I will make a call, all right?
It's all right. Babes, I'm sorry I shouted. I'm sorry, babes, I'm sorry. It's gonna be all right, okay?
Well, I can't use the hoist, and this should have been checked before I was sent round here. The family weren't even aware that Susan was away.
I saw this man with like really red hair. Yeah, he had like really red braids, like redder than your braids.
Yeah, I do know how to use it, but I'm not signed off on it until I've completed the official training. No, listen, I've offered her a bed bath. She doesn't want a bed bath. Is there anybody around who is certified who can use the hoist?
It's all right, honey. It's all right. It's all right, babe. It's okay.
Oh, come on, because listen, this is frustrating for me and for the patient. You know, I'm being prevented from providing any care here. Okay, I've managed to arrange for somebody to come who is certified in the hoist.
Finally.
Yeah, they're currently with somebody else at another address, but they're going to be here within the hour.
Okay. Look, Deborah, I'm really sorry. I know.
No. Honestly, it's fine. I'm sorry. You should have been told about Susan, and somebody should have checked about the hoist.
It's really frustrating because obviously for me and my sister, you know, we're expecting things to get communicated and they're not, and it's just, it's tiring.
Do you know what? I'm going to push for my manager to get my hoist training completed.
It's about time.
I know. I'm sorry, Pippa. Listen, I'm going to have to go. I'm running late. Is that okay?
No, it's fine. Look, I'll show you out.
Thanks.
Pips, I'll be with you in a minute, yeah?
Bye, Pippa.
It just must be so stressful.
Of course it was. I mean, saying that, when everything was sorted, it was fine. But Pippa was never comfortable if I wasn't there.
And presumably you were still working then.
I had to work. The thing was, when I wasn't there, that's when things could quickly go wrong.
How's your mum?
Yeah, she's alright. She's just inside listening to some music or something.
Alright,
yeah.
I'll go and see her.
Yeah?
See you in a bit.
That's right.
Hi, Pippa. It's Susan. Pippa! You're gonna be okay. I'm just gonna call for an ambulance, okay?
It's alright. I'm here, yeah? I'm here. Wait, Susan. No, she doesn't want an ambulance. She knows she doesn't want that.
Check. Hi, yes, I need an ambulance.
I mean, Susan was worried about Pippa's condition, so she called an ambulance.
But then presumably Pippa couldn't communicate properly, so...
That was the whole problem. She just couldn't get her wishes across.
And then that makes it difficult for everybody.
You're not taking her.
She needs to be seen by a doctor.
No, you're not taking her.
David, your mum's had a nasty knock to the head.
I'm just going to put an oxygen mask on for you. Might maybe make you a bit more comfortable.
She doesn't want to go to the hospital. Tell him.
Her wishes are to remain at home.
I understand that, but I don't have the correct paperwork to let her stay here.
I don't understand. Why can't you just respect her wishes? What if it was your mum?
I'd want her to be seen by a doctor.
Why can't you just respect her wishes?
David, I do respect her wishes. But without the paperwork, I must take her to see a doctor at the hospital.
Have you tried to...
I can't get hold of Kathy. I've called, I've left messages, I've texted her.
I'm sorry, but we have to go now.
Wait. Look. Oh, it's dead. Okay.
David.
Don't touch me! Do not touch me! Mom, paramedics, yeah, they're gonna look after you, I promise. They're just gonna take you to the hospital for a few checks and they're gonna bring you right back. Yeah? I'm gonna be with you all the way, I swear.
We'll take good care of her, David, don't worry.
I swear, Mum.
She's your patient?
No, she didn't check in. This is all right as well, thank you. Excuse me, I'm looking for my sister Pippa.
Pippa?
Pippa,
Yeah, she's just in there.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Do you want to go home?
The doctor hasn't changed my dosage at all, so I assume I'm doing something right.
Okay, that's really good to know.
Excuse me. I need to speak to someone.
Okay, if you'd just like to take a moment, I'm just dealing with a patient.
Sorry, it's just I need to speak to someone really urgently.
I understand that, but I'm dealing with this patient at the moment.
Look, I'm really sorry. I do understand, but it's a bit of an emergency. Is that okay, sir?
Do you want to just take a seat over there and I'll come and see you in a moment? Thanks.
Look, I'm sorry about this. It's just...
I'd just like to remind you that under the patient charter, I don't have to deal with anybody who speaks to me in an aggressive manner.
I understand. I'm sorry for losing my temper. It's just a bit of an emergency. Okay. Her name's Pippa Harrison.
Yes.
She's not supposed to be here. I need to get her home.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Mum. I mean, I did what I could, but they just didn't want to listen to me. I told them that, you know, your wishes were to be at home. You're just going to be here just a little bit longer, that's it. I promise.
She's been brought in here, but she's not supposed to be here.
Right, OK, so you want to take her out of the hospital?
Yeah.
OK, well, she's actually been admitted now, so in order to do that, I'd need to get a doctor to sign a release form.
How long's that going to take?
Well, I can't give you an exact time. Probably a couple of hours.
A couple? Look, you don't understand. She's not supposed to be here. And her wishes, it actually said she wasn't supposed to be brought into a hospital.
OK, well, there's nothing on her care plan. There's no notes here.
It specifically says she's not supposed to be brought into a hospital. Okay. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. She needs to be at home because we don't know how long she has. My sister's dying. On her wishes, it states she should be at home with her family. It states that she's not supposed to be in a hospital, so please. I know I'm shouting, I know I've been a bit rude, but...
Okay, look, I'm sorry, I can see you're upset. Okay, this is a difficult situation. Does she have any support or help at home?
Yeah, she does. She's got me, and she's got carers too.
Okay, well, what I can do then is I can try and find the doctor and I can get her to authorise a release, and then I'll arrange some transport to get you home.
Thank you.
It just sounds like you're in an impossible situation, and you did your best, Kathy.
It was stressful for me, but imagine what it was like for Pippa. People need to understand how a simple breakdown in communication can cause so much stress.
I'm so sorry you've had to wait such a long time to get what you needed. And I know you've had a really rough day. But I just came in to let you know that from our perspective, you're all set to go. So I will leave you to it. You know where to come if there's any concern at all. And I just wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Thanks. I just wish I knew back then what I know now. I think there's just so many things that if I'd known would have made life easier. Like, I think, what's it called again? The care...
Oh, the Coordinate My Care system.
Yeah, that's the one. I think once everyone started communicating and people finally talking to each other, then I could just get on with, being there for my sister. Just saying bye to Pippa. Communication was so important for ensuring Pippa's end-of-life wishes were respected. In the end, Pippa was able to die at home as she wanted.
Thank you for being so honest today, Kathy, and for sharing your story.
No, actually, Jo, thank you.
Trust me, there's a lot to learn from everything that you've said, and I will make sure that it gets listened to.
Oh, as long as it helps.
How do you feel about this?
Hi David. See, I'm not so old school. I can use an iPad. So I just wanted to record a message for you. Firstly, to tell you that I love you so much, and I'm going to miss you incredibly. I want you to look after your Auntie Kathy. I know she's annoying, I know, she's irritating sometimes, but just look after her, all right? Make sure you do. Thank you so much for looking after me. I'm proud of you.